was. He makes a good point. It was a bad gash. What's the worst gash you've ever seen?
You've thrown me under the spot there. Oh no, I do remember actually. Where was
We've seen a lot of gashes.
Fair few.
Yeah.
When I was at Villa, I remember someone put a cross in and Mignolet.
Yeah, goalkeeper.
He went to punch it, or I think he did punch it, and he got hit by Heskey.
Oh wow!
And his nose just went. Like, blew off his face. It was horrible.
It blew off his face.
It was horrible.
Wow. Do you remember Steve Akwizovic?
His nose.
His nose, yeah.
Yeah. It took a battering that.
It did take a battering. Let's go to the phone lines 03717223344. Christian is a Spurs fan. Hello, Christian.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. Very well. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
What are you doing on Bank Holiday Monday? What are you up to?
I've got to work today. I deliver nice pizzas.
Large or nice, do you say?
Both.
Have you ever been a bit hungry and nicked a little bit?
No, we get given food anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah, but you haven't answered my question. Have you nicked a little bit?
I got nicked for nicking it.
Did you? You got caught? You nicked someone's food?
No, of course not.
Oh, right, okay. Go on, I don't know.
Anyway, Andy.
This is like two Ronnie sketches. We're answering the next question first. What would you like to say, Christian?
Okay, so I think that the reason why Romero always gets booked and sent off is because the defence is so bad that he feels like he has to cover them. That's what I see.
Well, no, even yesterday you saying that, but there was no need for him to go to ground. Even when he got sent off in the Champions League, the two bookings, he made a rash challenge on the touchline, which he didn't need to make. But most games, he toes that line where he makes one challenge, he gets a bit too hot-headed, he's grabbing the centre forward, he's putting in tackles. I don't think that's got anything to do with the rest of the defence. I know it's shaky, but some of the mistakes that he makes by going to ground, making somebody challenge it on him.
Yeah, I think maybe two things, because he's only 24 and he's still 24, so he's still young. I think maybe he needs to calm down a bit, and that will come because he's such a good player. But then also, if the team gets better and the defence gets better and the goalkeeper's a bit better, then he'll feel a bit more like he can trust them. So I think it's a bit of both, in my opinion.
Okay, Christian, thanks for that. Lots of calls to get through to speak to Chris, a Spurs fan. Hi, Christopher.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm very well. How are you today? What are you doing?
Yeah, just on the way back from dropping my daughter home.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. What would you like to say, Chris?
I'd like to say about Klopp, something needs to be done. Not just about Klopp, but the way he acts and what he's teaching our kids. I mean, first of all, just before he was, he ran up to the fourth official, he threw himself on the ground because Ben Davies' mouth got split open. I mean, he threw himself on the ground as though Ben Davies was lying. Well, he weren't. What he's doing is being a petulant child, throwing tantrums to get what he wants. When he can't do that, he's then turning to bullying and violent tactics. If he would have done that to me in the street, he would have become Jurgen Klopp. I would have flopped him. I would not allow someone to run up to me like that aggressively, especially at his size. He isn't a small fella.
What do you think his punishment should be?
What did Cantona get for jumping in the crowd?
I think
7 months?
He got months. Was it 9 months?
Yes.
Six, 8, something like that, yeah.
That? I mean, they've built the technical area as a rule. So to stay within that ground, him, Pep, the Arsenal fella?
Arteta.
They all do it. Arteta, that's it. They all do it. They all, but no one really gets punished. What is a fine? A fine to someone who already has enough money to never ever work again.
Conte used to do that as well, didn't he?
Yeah, there's a lot of managers that. Do you remember Conte? Was it Thomas Tuchel?
Yeah, I love that.
The screen
I absolutely love that.
Yeah. Toby's up next. Thanks for your call, Chris. Hello, Toby.
Is that me?
Are you Toby?
I am Toby.
That's you.
Right, this Klopp thing. That previous caller, 6 month ban for that. That's a joke, isn't it?
A 6 month ban is mad, but something needs to happen rather than just a yellow card sent to the stands if he gets a red card.
For every manager that leaves the technical zone, doesn't it?
Yes, they all do leave that. You are right. Arteta does that loads.
I wanted to say about the Skipp challenge on Diaz.
Hold on, before you talk about the Skipp challenge, do you think how Jurgen Klopp reacted when he went up to the fourth official and screamed at him in the face, do you think that's acceptable?
Not acceptable. but it's not a 6 month ban.
What? I agree with you. It's not 6 months. What should happen?
Fine, maybe.
A fine. Do you think that?
Yeah.
Do you think that makes a difference to people that have got too much money?
Well, no, but not really.
Touchline ban for a game?
Maybe a game, but what's that going to do? He's going to do it again, isn't he?
Okay, go on. What else do you want to say, Tobe?
The Skipp challenge.
Yeah.
A few years back, Van Dijk did it on Dries Mertens in the Champions League game. He got a red card, exactly the same challenge. Won the ball, followed through, straight red.
See, I think it's a red.
No, I thought maybe something else was coming after.
All
that.
right.
Like there was a
No.
So I didn't think it was a red. I thought he won the ball. And where was he supposed to land his foot?
Did you think Jota on Skipp was a red?
Yeah, 100%.
He did. So you don't think he should have been on the pitch for that goal?
No.
Lovely finisher, by the way.
It was.
Spurs do Spurs things, didn't they? So it don't really matter.
Liverpool nearly turned into Spurs though when they were 3-0 up, 3-0 down.
Were you nervous, Tobe?
Yeah.
What about Jota as well?
Thanks, Toby.
What about Richarlison as well, celebrating like mad and then
What are you
doing that stupid chicken pigeon, whatever it dance?
Yeah, I don't. What is the reason for that? Do you know the
I
pigeon?
don't know. He did it in the World Cup as well, and it backfired then as well.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. They all did it in the World Cup, didn't they?
Yeah, the manager.
Yeah, in the middle of them.
Yeah.
That was very bizarre.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.